Seattle Supersonics have won the NBA World Championships.
After 41 years of basketball in Seattle, the Sonics are packing up the trucks and heading to Oklahoma City.
We've been wanting to get a team back here in Seattle for years. Him and I always talk about it. Hoping to get a team here in Seattle.
Seattle, you're here in Las Vegas. Is that a possibility?
It is a possibility.
Oh yeah, we're doing it today. We're going to be doing a 10-year Seattle Supersonics expansion rebuild. I'm super excited to be doing this with you guys today. We're going to throw the Las Vegas Venom in the Pacific Division. Adam Silver has basically said that Vegas and Seattle are the two front runners to be the next expansion teams. And then we moved Memphis to the Central Division and the OKC Thunder from the Northwest to the Southwest. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Yeah, this could be my second 10-year rebuild of the week. I felt like I was in a giving mood. So if you do enjoy the 10-year rebuilds, please drop a thumbs up. Let's see if we can get 2,500 likes on this video. Let's see if we can do it. So what I'm going to do to make this a challenge today as well is I'm going to have the limit at 12 protected players. I'm sorry, Vegas. It's going to be a challenge for you guys as well. And I'm going to control every team right now and go through it myself. So guys like Jalen Durant or Chris Middleton or Bradley Beal aren't in the expansion draft. All right. So I've gone through every team and I did it pretty realistically. So it is not going to be a great expansion draft. Now, I'm not able to switch out of controlling every team right now. So I do have to draft for the Vegas Venom, but don't worry. I'm going to draft them a good team. So yeah, this is the top guys in the class. It's not great right now, but we do have the first overall pick. And I'm going to try to build this team with a little bit of youth. So I'm going to go with Ryan Rupert. For the Venom, I'm just going to go with some of the top guys like that they would probably want. Like we can go Luke Cornetti's 28 years old. We can give them Taurean Prince as well. Now we're on the clock with back-to-back picks. I still think I'm going to go the youth route a little bit. We could go Dominic Barlow from the San Antonio Spurs. A lot of these guys are on two ways. We're going to get a former high second rounder, JT Thor, with this pick, and Jemiah Robinson Earl as well, former Villanova Wildcat. I gave Vegas Dennis Smith Jr. and Gary Harris, two former lottery picks, or Gary Harris was almost one. I think I may go with Darius Bazley with this pick, so we do have a lot of power forwards. Probably don't need to keep going that route. So we could go Sharif Cooper. I liked him a ton coming out of Auburn. Deshaun Nix, we can go. Colin Gillespie, former Villanova Wildcat point guard. There's not a lot of great ones out here. We could go Jason Preston. I think I'm actually going to take a chance on Sharif Cooper. And we're going to get Julian Phillips, which I think is actually a nice pickup for us as well. I'm going to get AJ Green from the Milwaukee Bucks because they had to keep the Nastas onto the Gupo, of course. Hey, I told you I was going to do it realistically. And I think I'm going to get AJ Lawson from USC. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I gave Julian Phillips to the Venom. See, this is why I can't be trusted. And we also didn't get AJ Lawson either. Oh, man. Johnny Juzang was an absolute beast at UCLA, and I would get him a ton in drafts as well. It's crazy how many power forwards I think I just drafted. Yeah, we drafted a ton. We got Blake Griffin and Billy Hernangomez super late in this draft. But yeah, you can see the roster right now. A lot of young two guards. And yeah, a lot of young power forwards. As I just love how I was currently blocking it for you guys. But yeah, we also had to get Danny Green they picked up for me. Billy Hernangomez and Blake Griffin. I wonder if that was a CPU thing because I know I didn't draft those guys. And they're not even on a roster anyway. So yeah, this team, we have Lindy Waters as well. You may have heard him in the like on TikTok or anything recently. Wild stuff. Like I am not starting Danny Green. We're not starting Uncle Danny. Let's throw in, I don't even know, probably Jalen McDaniels as the starting small forward. I think I'd rather play Sharif Cooper as a starting point guard over Jordan McLaughlin. I'm perfectly fine losing 80 games this season. I guess it's because we also have a ton of two-way guys as well. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of rough patches this year. This season is probably not going to go all that well. We're just going to play these guys a decent amount of minutes. Like, this is one of the worst starting rosters ever. But hey, I provided a challenge for myself under Milan Mack. We're 1.5 star balance. That's what you're going to do when you have 12 protected players and actually going through it realistically. So yeah, I expect this team to win 5 games this season. Opening night, we only lost by 3. Shout out to Sharif Cooper and Jemiah Robinson Earl. All right, so we're at the year 1 trade deadline. We're 5-43. Yeah, we just got to get done with the season, but I'm very excited on how different this team is going to look next year. We have like 2 players in the rotation shooting above 40% from the field. One is JRE. The other is Darius Bazley. Good Lord, we were terrible. I forgot that Darius Bazley didn't play college basketball, and he, I think, was supposed to go to Syracuse and then ended up going to like the G League before like the Ignite was a fully like real thing yet. But yeah, I wish I could maybe trade somebody for a first round pick, but I don't think anybody has value like that. So I'll just see you guys at the end of the year when we're going to hopefully revamp this roster, draft somebody in the top 5, draft the second round pick in the top 5 in the second round, and then also maybe spend some money on some younger guys in free agency or maybe a vet or two because we desperately need it. So Jokic won MVP this year. Wemby won Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons 6th Man of the Year. Wemby Depoy. We'll see if he wins 10. Sharif Cooper won Most Improved, obviously. because I guess he didn't even play it all last year, but at least he was a good free throw shooter, right, at 81%. Trae Young was Clutch Player of the Year. Ty Lue, Coach of the Year, Executive of the Year. Would go to, I guess, Pat Riley or the other guy in charge, I think Andy Ellisberg of the Miami Heat. Jokic, Luka, Trae, Embiid, Giannis on first team. Tatum, LeBron, LaMelo, Wemby, and Booker on second team. And then third, you got Shea, Lillard, and Tyrese Halliburton and Donovan Mitchell. I don't think we were going to get anybody on any team. Yep, we obviously did not make the playoffs. We finished the season with a 8-74 record. Yeah, we were really bad. The Las Vegas Venom were 35-47. The Memphis Grizzlies in the Eastern Conference kind of struggled. They were 34-48. And I'm going through this now. I don't know who I want back next year. I really don't. Like, I don't even know if I want Jerry E back. I mean, Darius Bazley finished 45% shooting from the field. Like, I'll take that. AJ Green shot 33% from three. I mean, also, I think a lot of these guys are under one-year deals. So, like, Jalen McDaniels is coming back next year. He was terrible. Jemai Robinson-Earl, I think I'll pick up the $2 million team option. AJ Green, I guess, will be back. Same with Wendy Waters. I'll probably pick up the team option on JT Thor. And Ryan Rupert will be brought back. But yeah, this team was rough. Kawhi Leonard, Western Conference Finals MVP, and Brunson in the East. And the Knicks lose to the Clippers in 7 games with James Harden being your Finals MVP. All right, draft lottery time. This would suck if we don't get number 1. Let's see what happens. And we drop to 5. Come on, 2K. You really got to do that to me? Come on, we were so bad. I would have loved to have the number 1 overall pick. We have number 5, and I feel like we'll draft somebody good there, but it is kind of unfortunate that we dropped. I guess we're not going to have a pick, or we should have picked 33, I believe, in the second round now. Yeah, so it'll be pick 33 since there are 32 NBA teams. Is there any good head coaching candidates out there? I mean, we could go for Kevin Ollie. We could go for Joe Prunty. Let's do that. Let's fire Milan Mack. Let's try to get a real head coach in here. Let's get Joe Prunty, and then can I maybe pick up Kevin Ollie as an assistant? It's cool that he's like officially in the game as a free agent. What? Joe Prunty said no? Oh, come on, man. All right. Do I promote Steven Silas, who was terrible with the Houston Rockets, but I don't really have any other guy to put in here. All right, I just offered like 9 assistant coaches the head coaching job. Did we get any of them? All right, we got 2 of them. We got Kevin Young. And we just got 1. Thank God. All right, so they all got blocked besides Kevin Young, who is the top assistant for the Phoenix Suns. We thought he was going to be maybe a head coach this year, but ended up going to Frank Vogel. So Kevin Young, 4-year deal, new head coach of the Seattle Supersonics, with Kevin Ollie being an assistant. All right, we are going to make a trade with the Atlanta Hawks. We're going to be sending them AJ Green and Jalen McDaniels for Seth Curry and pick 23 in this draft. Curry will probably be in our rotation next year, and 23, like, getting another rookie is huge for us, and I think Atlanta gets an upgrade there. Like, AJ Green obviously has a much longer lifespan in a starting rotation, or in, like, yeah, a starting lineup, or an overall team rotation than Seth Curry does, because Curry's a little bit older. Alexander Sarr goes number 1. Number 2 is Cody Williams. Damn, I really wanted Cody to fall to me at 5. Hornets at 3 takes Stephon Castle. I wanted him as well. 4 is Isaiah Collier. I also wanted him. All right, so I'm going to opt for Jacoby Walter, the shooting guard out of Baylor. I think he probably is just as high as upside as Matis Buzelis, or Ron Holland, who I was also thinking about taking there. Walter is going to be our shooting guard, and I think has 25 point per game potential in this rebuild. I could opt for his Baylor teammate Eve Misi there at 23. We could go for Justin Edwards from Kentucky, but I think he could be there early in the second round. But I'm gonna opt for Ethan Almanza from the G League Ignite. Good defender, good inside presence, not much of a shooter or a playmaker by any means, but we get a G League Ignite guy. And Justin Edwards is available for me at 33. I'm gonna opt for him over like an Oso Ighodaro or Ryan Dunn at the moment. Deron Holmes would be interesting, but I'm gonna opt for Edwards because I do think he has a higher ceiling than some of these other guys around him. And that's what we're ultimately drafting for at this point. So a nice rookie class by us, in my opinion, getting Walter, getting Ethan Almanza, I'll change their names, don't worry, and Justin Edwards. We're gonna pick up the team option on Thor and Robinson-Earl. Yeah, so we have a ton of power forwards on this team. I think I may look to move Robinson-Earl or JT Thor. Like, I don't really want anybody coming back from last year's team. I would give all 3 of these guys the qualifying offers. I don't really need them on 2 ways. Like, they could maybe flirt with the rotation. All right, let's bring in Paul George. No, I'm just kidding. Why would he ever want to sign here? Like, Jalen Duren could obviously be an obvious guy. We could pay him a ton of money. D'Lo. Honestly, I don't hate the idea of D'Lo coming here. Why do I feel like he's from Washington? But I think I'm thinking of DeJounte Murray. Yeah, D'Lo's from Kentucky. I don't know what I'm saying. But I think we do need a point guard to run the show. Like, it would be cool to bring Russell Westbrook back. As obviously he was a Supersonic at one point. We could bring in Tyus Jones, who could be a great lead point guard for us. I think I'm going to opt for D'Angelo Russell. I think I'm going to give him a 3-year deal worth $60 million. It's an overpay on the market. I know that. He's 28 years old, but he's a good facilitator. He could be a good scorer. I may even give him a 4th year with a team option if he's like been really good for us, and that gives us a little bit of leeway at the end of that deal. So he's going to get $60 million guaranteed by the Supersonics, and he's going to run the show with Jacoby Walter in the backcourt next year. We're going to send JT Thor back to the Charlotte Hornets, and we're going to pick up Bryce McGowan, who's got 2 years left on his deal and is more of a wing, and I think we need some more wings at this moment. So we're going to try to sign D'Lo. I think we could be in the market for a good center, but it doesn't have to be a long-term center. Like, I don't think I'm going to go out and try to get Nick Claxton right now, or Jonas Valanciunas. I'm not going to do Jalen Duren because I've done him a ton. Isaiah Hartenstein is interesting. 16 mil is a lot for him, but I don't hate the idea of a 2-year deal. So let's do a 2-year deal worth $15 million. I'll even do a 3rd-year team option because we could spend a little bit right now, and I want to put a more competitive product on the court next year. So let's sign them. Let's go. Those are some nice pickups. Getting D'Angelo Russell and Isaiah Hartenstein from the Knicks there. So James Harden signed back with the Philadelphia 76ers. That's funny. I'm going to sign Elliot Cadeau to a 2-year deal out of UNC. He went undrafted. Also, same thing with Carlton Carrington. I don't know. We could honestly, Johnny Furphy went undrafted. Yeah, let's sign him to a 2-year deal. This is where we can really make some money. Carlton Carrington wants a little bit of money, $4 million. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to pay that. I know I'm being really cheap at this point. And then give me Khalil Ware. I'm going to sign him. I'm going to give him a 3-year deal. Yeah. So we get Johnny Furphy, who played at Kansas, Elliot Cadeau, who played at UNC, and Khalil Ware, who played at Indiana. And I think I'm done with this offseason. We get Isaiah Wong, Johnny Juzang, and Dominic Barlow back on the QOs. Player progression, we see JRE go up to a 76. He could be a trade deadline guy. Bryce McGowan's 75, Woody Waters is 74. Maybe Seth Curry won't crack the rotation next year. We do have to release somebody before the season starts, so I'm going to release Seth Curry. So we really have like no veterans on this team outside of Isaiah Hartenstein and D'Angelo Russell. I know it's not great. All right, so we're going to run an 12-man rotation next year, actually. So it's going to be D'Lo and Jacoby Walter in the backcourt, McGowan's and Jerry at the forward spots, Hartenstein at the 5, Almanza at the 6-man spot with Justin Edwards, Windy Waters, Elliot Cadeau, Khalil Ware, Ryan Repair, and Dominic Barlow wrapping out the bench. It's funny because I would have drafted maybe Cadeau, Ware, maybe not Cadeau, but Ware or Furphy definitely could have been drafted at the end of the first round. I am going to send Johnny Furphy, though, to the G League. He's 19 years old, and I signed him on a multi-year deal. System proficiency, 2.5 stars under Kevin Young, balanced. New head coach, 2.5 stars. So first game of the season at home against the Brooklyn Nets. We ended up getting blown out against D'Lo's former team. I don't think we're going to be good this year, but at least we're going to put hopefully a more competitive product on the court, and I just would like to see our young guys develop. All right, so we're here at the 2025 deadline. Hey, we're doing a little bit better. We're 20-31. I don't want to make the playoffs this year, but hey, at least we're a little bit respectable. We're 2 games better than the Venom. The Memphis Grizzlies are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Shout out to them. Taking a look here at player stats, D'Lo is the #1 scorer on solid efficiency. That's what I want him to be for us. Jacoby Walter definitely has some growing pains right now, but I'm not worried whatsoever. He's 19 years old on a losing team. Isaiah Hartenstein's given me almost double-double production every night, over a steal and block a night. Justin Edwards' efficiency actually isn't too bad for somebody drafted in the 2nd round. I think I'm going to look to move JRE right now. I'm fine with Khalil Ware as our backup center. Bryce McGowan's has been fine. Almanza has been struggling, but maybe similar to Walter, he'll be fine. He's 19 years old. Cadeau and Windy Waters, I think, like Windy Waters, I mean, he's shooting 41% from 3. He could have some trade value. All right, and I'm going to do this trade with the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm going to be sending them Jamar Robinson, our own Windy Waters. I'm getting their unprotected 1st and 27. They're a good team. And Jake Orivia, who's not even playing for them. But they get some big man depth in Jerry. And they get a good 3-point shooter shooting 41% from 3 this year in Windy Waters. I think that's a win-win. So with that trade being made, we have a ton of minutes left over. I think Dominic Barlow, I think deserves more playing time. He's actually been pretty good. I'm going to play Jacoby Walter a little bit more, D'Lo a little bit more, Almanza a little bit more, and maybe even Ryan Repair to see what he can do. I think Furphy will be up next year, most likely. Damn, my dumbass keeps forgetting to move my face cam on the other side. It's new for me. It's new for me. But yeah, we'll see how this team does. I don't think we have any contract extensions. Yeah, really nothing worthwhile right now to get done. So I'll see you guys at the end of the 25 regular season. Who knows? Maybe we make the play-in tournament. So Luka wins his first MVP of his career. Stephon Castle, Rookie of the Year. If he was on the board, I think it was going to be him or Isaiah Collier because I did want a point guard. And they both got drafted. Ben Simmons, 6th man of the year. Wemby's 2 for 2 with Depoy. He's now averaged 24, man. It's like crazy like in real life. Like every new game he plays, it's like a new record he set stats-wise. That might have said that the Mavericks only lost 11 games. We will definitely double check that. We didn't get anybody on an All-NBA team. Defensive team would have been cool, but no, we didn't get anybody there. Jacoby Walter and Ethan Almanza both on All-Rookie first team with the Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle. Hunter Dickinson, okay, I guess just because of playing time. And Zachary Sashay, who they got at 13. That's good value, even though he was not great his rookie season. On All-Rookie first team. And they also got Trayvon Brazile on All-Rookie second team. No Justin Edwards making it. But yeah, the Mavericks, no, they went 62-20. I don't know why I thought I saw an 11 there. The Raptors ended up getting the 1 seed, so the Grizzlies fell off a little bit. We did not make the play-in tournament. We finished 36-46. The Venom plummeted, going 21-61. D'Lo, 21 points, 6 assists a night. Honestly, with cap space, with hopefully some good draft capital in this upcoming class, with the young guys progressing, I think we should definitely be in the play-in tournament or the playoff conversation next year. I'm probably more comfortable if Almanza is the backup for next year, because Walter and Russell will be the backcourt. I assume Hartenstein will be the 5. I think I could maybe get away with Edwards as the starting 3, so maybe we would just look for an upgrade at the power forward spot this offseason. Jokic and Tower Hero, Conference Finals MVPs. You got a rematch of the 2023 Finals, and this time, the Heat win in 5. Hero is your Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler, who I think Hero runs the city of Miami. Chris Paul retires. Obviously, we'll be going to the Hall of Fame with Russell Westbrook. We'll probably add in expansion teams, like 2 more in like maybe year 4, year 5. The Venom have the #1 odds at the #1 pick. Watch them fall to 5. Hopefully, we go from 10 into the top 4, but with the 2 new expansion teams, now the #1 team, like the Venom, have 14% and everybody else dropped to 13.5. So yeah, we had the highest odds last year. We dropped to 5. The same thing happens to them. Unfortunately, we do not move up. We stay at 10. Nets get #1 via Phoenix. Rockets 2 via Washington. Shout out John Wall. And Rockets via 3 via Brooklyn. Shout out James Harden. Yeah, there's some good head coaches out here now. Jason Kidd, Frank Vogel, Mark Dagno. I'm going to see if I can pick up Steven Silas to be an assistant for us. Boom. I don't know why I got him as a post-D coach, though. All right, so it is the night of the 2025 NBA Draft. Projected Ian Jackson would be pretty sweet to get there at number 10. I mean, we could look to move up. I don't really have anybody that I'd love to move. Like, I don't think Bryce McGowan's is really moving me up a spot alone. I'd have to throw in additional draft capital, which I don't really want to do. So #1 is Dylan Harper. Okay, out of Rutgers, goes to the Nets. The Rockets could end up with Cooper Flagg and Ace Bailey. Are they trading this pick? Oh my God, who are they getting for it? They were trading it for De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield. Okay, so they ended up with Cooper Flagg and De'Aaron Fox in this draft. That's insane. Kings take Ace Bailey. I mean, that's a great player to start your rebuild with. Trey Johnson goes 4 to the Magic. Venom take Liam McNeely. He plays at Montverde Academy with Cooper Flagg at 5. He's going to Indiana, though, not Florida. VJ Edgecombe, playing at Blue High, goes to Baylor, not Kentucky there, but he gets drafted by the Thunder. Carter Bryant to the Hawks. Floyd Badunga going to the Knicks. Don't take the guy I want. Don't take Drake Powell, please. Don't take Drake Powell. They're trading 9 for Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal was on the Hawks, okay? And they take Jahlil Bethea. All right. So I think I'm going to go with Drake Powell here. Out of UNC, him and Ian Jackson both play there, but I think Powell and... So yeah, we're going to go with Jake Powell, and him and Jacoby Walter could be the forward combo for years to come. And in the second round, we took Cameron Carr out of Tennessee. I don't know if he's going to be good or not. We'll see, though. But I'm excited about Drake Powell for this team because I never really get to draft him. We'll pick up the team option on repair. Obviously, Edwards is a second rounder. Jake Laravia, $5 million. Honestly, I'm going to let him walk. I don't really think I have a position for him on this team going forward. We're going to offer Barlow the qualifying offer, probably not to Wong or Yuzhang, just because we've added talent now, and they didn't even play for me last year. So going into next year, I think I'm fine with Cadeau being the backup point guard. Yeah, and we have D'Lo as a starter. We have Walter, Repair, Edwards. Yeah, like we're fine, I think, on the wings because we got Furphy and Powell. I think I'm just looking for an upgrade at the 4. I don't know if I want to commit to somebody long-term. Like, obviously, Jalen Johnson would be sweet. Jonathan Kuminga would be dope, but I don't think I'm ready for that yet. I know I got him in the 10-year Wizards rebuild, but I think I'm going to make Naz Reid my power forward. He can space the floor. He's 6'9". He can handle the rock. I think he's going to be the starting power forward for the next 3 seasons. Tatum goes back to Boston. Mitchell back to Cleveland. Butler back to Miami. Everybody's kind of staying here besides Kyrie. He goes to the Raptors. So we got Dominic Barlow, Yuzhang, and Wong back on the QOs. Play progression. Nothing like crazy. Walter's up to a 79 now. Almonte's up to a 75. Bryce McGowan's progressed pretty well. But Drake Powell's definitely going to start at the small forward spot. I'm excited to hopefully be in the play-in tournament at the minimum next season. I had to release somebody before the season started, and that was going to be Johnny Yuzhang. So let's see what the rotation is going to look like. Russell, Walter, Powell, Naz Reid at the 4, Hardenstein at the 5. I like that. Almonte's going to come off the bench. I think in a more kind of subdued or small role, he could be a little bit more effective. I think McGowan's and Barlow can get around 12 minutes a night. Maybe it's even going to be 10 for those guys because I just got some more exciting players on the team. So Russell's going to get 34, 32 to Walter. Let's just do 30 to the front court. Let's do 30 to the rookie as well. So I got 15 more minutes here. I'd like Edwards to get a decent amount of playing time. I think him and Almonte can get 20 apiece. And then how do I want to do this? I think Cadeau can get like 12 minutes a night, and then we could do 12 to Khalil Ware. But then I got Johnny Furphy. You know what? I'd probably rather play Furphy over McGowan just to see what I can get out of him because McGowan's is probably going to be gone next year. We're still 2.5-star balanced under Kevin Young. First game of the season, we lose to a good Thunder team by 16. Powell shot 33% from the field. Hardenstein had a double-double. Now, if I would be a seller at the deadline, I mean, I'm not opposed to selling high on D'Lo if I can get something for him or Isaiah Hardenstein. Like, those are possibilities, but I still think I'd like to keep them around going forward. So I'll see you guys at the deadline, and hopefully we're flirting with being a play-in tournament at least. All right, so we're 22 and 30 at the deadline. I would say a little bit disappointing, not going to lie, but how many games are we back at the 10th seed? We're 3 games back. Now, if I don't, like, become a seller, I think we could definitely make it. And I'd like to give Jacoby Walter and some of these young guys some playoff experience. Drake Powell has been very good as a rookie, for sure. I want to see where he is in the Rookie of the Year race. Jacoby Walter's efficiency. Look at that. Almost 40% from 3, 90% from the line in year 2. Naz Reid, maybe not being the floor spacing 4 that I wanted. I'm not going to say I would trade him, but I mean, I would think about it. Justin Edwards, has taken a step back. That sucks. Amansa, more efficient this year. He just doesn't need to take that many threes. Hartenstein's been fine. I don't know if I'm going to make any moves, actually. I'm going to make sure Amansa just doesn't take any threes. He does it in real life anyway, so why is he taking them here? But yeah, like Naz Reid could be like our Dallas Mavericks Grant Williams and just be like, it's not going to work out. Which is, I mean, like, he's a good player, don't get me wrong. And you know what? I don't know if it's going to affect it at all, but let's move him to a power forward. And obviously, his backup position will be a center spot. So I'll see you guys at the end of the year. Hopefully, we can make the play-in tournament. But if not, year 4 could be our year. So John Morant won MVP this year in the Eastern Conference. That's pretty cool. Dylan Harper, Rookie of the Year, so the #1 pick got it. Shout out to him in the 10-year Wizards rebuild. De'Aaron Fox, 6th Man of the Year. Wait, what? I guess it meant Thompson starting over him. So they traded away Ace Bailey for a backup point guard. Okay. Wemby's 3 for 3 in depoys. Jarris Walker, most improved. Maxi Clutch Player of the Year and Coach of the Year goes to Mark Daigneault. We didn't get any awards on the All-NBA teams or defensive teams, but we do get Drake Powell on All-Rookie First Team. Dude was a beast. He's going to be a stud for years to come. Cooper Flag on All-Rookie Second Team. That's crazy. Whoa, shout out to Johnny Furphy on All-Rookie Second Team. I mean, he could be a good sharpshooter, but I think he's going to be a restricted free agent. And boom, there we go. We finally make the playoffs where a play-in tournament team is the 10th seed. We ended the season under 500, 37 wins, but we beat out the Pels by 1 win to get that 10th spot. Let's freaking go. I'm happy with that. The Grizzlies were the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, so we have their first rounder next year. D'Angelo Russell was our leading scorer, only 6.6 assists. He is guaranteed $20 million next year. I guess we have to figure out if he's the guy that can lead this team going forward. It is nice to see everybody shoot in the 40s, though, percentage-wise, because a couple years ago, nobody even, like, or 1 or 2 people eclipsed 40%. I wonder if Elliot Cadeau is, like, the point guard of the future. I don't know. He'll be a free agent as well. I think I got Khalil Ware under 1 more year. All right, so let's see if we can beat Minnesota in the first leg of the play-in. Are we able to see, yeah, so Naz Reid Revenge Series right here. They got Bronny James. All right, they got Brooke Lopez there. As long as we can stay competitive, that would be pretty nice. We're up by 8 points right now. All right, this is what I'm talking about. We're up by 16. Come on, let's go. We're going to upset the Timberwolves, beat them by 18, and advance to the second leg of the play-in tournament. Drake Powell with 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. He may be the future #1. And it's maybe not Jacoby Walter, who had a very elite shooting season, might I add. 40% from 3, 89% from the line. Cat at 34 and 10 was not enough. We're taking on Wemby and the Spurs. They got Fred VanVleet as their point guard. They got Miles Bridges, Rob Dillingham, Kevin Porter Jr., Kevin Herter, Malachi Branham, Blake Wesley off the bench. A couple guys still from their 2022 class. Well, everybody's still there because they got Jeremy Sohan starting. All right, yeah, we'll see how Hartenstein and Khalil Ware and Naz Reid can go up against Wemby. We're holding our own right now, which is great. Can we make it competitive? We're down by 10 in the third. Down by 19. All right, yeah, that third quarter, man, was rough, and I think our season is going to end a little bit short this season. I wanted to make the playoffs, but you know what? At least we made it to the play-in tournament, and we were 1 game away, 10 points away from making it to the playoffs. But hopefully next year, the goal is to be, at minimum, the 6th seed. I don't want to be in the play-in tournament, and if we don't get there, Kevin Young is gone. Shaedon Sharpe, Western Conference Finals MVP. Cade in the East. Shout out to the 7th-seeded Blazers beating the 8th-seeded Spurs in the conference finals. Okay, and the Blazers won it all. Is Shaedon Sharpe the best player in the NBA? Conference Finals MVP and Finals MVP. That's insane. So there goes Brooke Lopez, Gordon Hayward, Eric Gordon, Blake Griffin. I don't think is going to make it to the Hall of Fame. A lot of notable coaches retiring, and Tom Tibbs and Scott Brooks. Clay and Blake Griffin jersey retired. Clay is definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer for sure. So we will be getting a lottery pick since we didn't end up making it. We have the 11th projected pick. Imagine we got lucky. That would have been insane. Nope, we stay at 11. We don't have any other first rounders. The Celtics were bad. Okay, Spurs via Chicago. Shout out to Rosen at 2. The Venom are picking at 3. All right, so we could look to make a trade on draft night. Do we want to move D'Angelo Russell? Do we go for De'Aaron Fox? Because he's a backup in Houston behind Amen Thompson. Oh, he's a free agent. No, that's somebody we could sign. I think we were targeting De'Aaron Fox. He's not from Seattle, right? No, he's from New Orleans. I think I just keep thinking of DeJounte Murray, and I know Paolo Banchero is from there as well. But yeah, I think we could look to target Fox in free agency. So I don't think I need to move D'Lo yet. Let's just see who's available for us. Celtics #1. Are they trading the pick? No, they take Ellis Harrington from UCLA. All right, so no AJ Debenta. Oh my God, he's paired up with Wemby. Oh, and we're in the Western Conference. Can I move us to the East? Caleb Wilson goes #3. Wow, does nobody want to take Cameron Boozer? The Magic, are they trading the pick? 5. All right, from Mitchell Robinson. All right, if Cameron Boozer isn't selected here, I'm trading with the Thunder. Okay, damn it. So I'm going to take Kaman Mawak here, who is, I think, projected to be in the 25 class. Out of the NBA Africa Academy. He's going to be playing college basketball next year with like Cooper Flagg, AJ DeBenza, Ace Bailey, and Dylan Harper. We're going to take him. Maybe he's going to be the franchise center because I could have taken Darren Peterson, who was on the board, or Caden Boozer, but those guys are going to be backups. I think Mawak could basically be our starting center once Hardenstein is done. And then we took Tyler Bentley out of Cincinnati in the second round. So yeah, we got Mawak there, and then Tyler Bentley we are going to sign. So Hardenstein does have a $16.5 million team option. Honestly, I may let him walk. I think we can get him back for a little bit cheaper. Walter, Amanta picking that up. I think Cameron Carr is just going to be a bust of a second rounder for us. Hardenstein we're going to let walk just so I have the optimal cap space to go out and get De'Aaron Fox. All right, so we're going to give Furphy the qualifying offer. Barlow, Cadeau, Edwards. Probably not Bryce. I don't know. $2 million I probably should. Ryan Rupert. I mean, sure. Why not? It doesn't hurt us. But I think, yeah, let's offer. Isn't Chet? No. He's restricted anyway. Why do I think well, I know he went to Gonzaga, obviously. Duh, Chet to Minnesota. I remember he got his jersey retired. So I think De'Aaron Fox is going to be the guy. Let's give him a 4-year max contract to be the next point guard of the Seattle Supersonics. And boom, 4 years, $188 million. I think we're going to look to move D'Lo now. We're definitely going to thank him for his contributions. And he's on a nice contract. $22 million is pretty good value. And it's a team option next year. And we're going to send him to the New Orleans Pelicans. We're going to get a top 10 protected first rounder in 2028. We're going to get Dante Exum, who we could reroute. I don't think he's going to be in the rotation next year, but I think it's a nice trade for both parties. And obviously, we're going to end up with De'Aaron Fox, which is huge for us. Get another Kentucky Wildcat on this team. I mean, we have Justin Edwards already. Bryce McGowan gets a deal from the Clippers, 2 years, $13 million. Good player. I was going to take him back on the QO. I'll let him walk. So I'm going to get probably all 5 of these guys back on the QOs. Anybody switch up as, whoa, Luka Doncic says, I'm going to Vegas. I'm playing the slots. Maybe FanDuel gave him a deal. The Hawks gave KD a 1-year, $50 million contract. Wow. Yeah, we got De'Aaron Fox. I wonder where Trae Young is going to end up. Keegan Murray goes to Dallas. So Dallas replaces Luka with Keegan Murray. Okay, the Kings, yeah, no longer have Fox or Keegan Murray. We're going to get all these guys back on the QOs. Player progression, yeah, like Fox and Walter in the backcourt, Powell at the 3. I guess Naz Reid is going to be at the 4 again. We'll try that experiment. If it doesn't work out, doesn't work out. And yeah, I didn't go for Hardenstein back. I'm going to play Kaman Mawak to be the starting center next year. I have no idea anybody from a 2027 draft, but screw it. We're going to do that, and we'll do the 2028 one as well. Who's even in this one? Elijah Arenas. Is this like Gilbert Arenas' son? It's just kind of crazy thinking about that. All right, so let's conduct our first, I think, real contender in the Western Conference rotation. They want to start Exum. We're not going to do that. I'm going to start, obviously, Drake Powell at the 3. We could see what Amanta could do, and maybe Naz Reid's a little bit more effective off the bench. All right, so it's going to be Fox, Walter, Powell, Amanta, Mawak as the starting 5. Naz Reid, Dante Exum, Ellie Cadeau, Justin Edwards, Dominic Barlow, and Kel'el Ware off the bench. Johnny Furphy could be in there in case there's some like inefficiencies to anybody. We're 3-star balance. We can most definitely be a buyer at the deadline. Like we have some cap space for sure. We don't have to pay Walter till the end of next year. And we have some veterans also on this team. So we could make a trade. And we have Naz Reid, $60 million. We ended up losing game 1 of the season to the reigning NBA champions. And oh my God. We were up by double figures going to the 4th, and we blew that. I think we're going to be fine this year. I think we'll be a top 6 team in the West as we start off the year 1-3. Love that. All right, so we are 36-15 at the trade deadline. Yes, we are one of the better teams in the Western Conference. How times have changed. Shout out to the Vegas Venom, who have Luka, Gary Trent, Reece Shea, Aldama, and Nikola Vucevic. They have a pretty good team there as well. And then you have the Thunder, obviously still being the Thunder. They've added some guys along the way also. But yeah, we are 36-15. There's a realistic chance we could get the 1 seed. We're not top, like, we're number 10 in offense, but our defense looks pretty good. So we could look to improve on the offensive side, but I feel like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like Fox is our guy, averaging 8.5 assists. I would like for him to score even a little bit more, but I like this team. Mawak's been pretty physical as a center already in this league. I'm going to tell him to stop taking threes. Almanza, much more efficient now that he's not taking any threes. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to make any moves here at the deadline this season. We have no contract extensions to get done. Let's see if this team can end up as the 1 seed in the West. And Wemby has won his first MVP in the NBA, averaging 25-11. Wow, just 5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2.8 blocks, shooting 38% from 3, almost 90 from the line. I should have traded up for Cameron Boozer. Even Misi, 6th man of the year in Philly, probably behind Embiid. Wemby goes 4 for 4. Cooper Flagg, most improved. Jalen Green, clutch player of the year. And coach of the year is Rick Carlisle. We didn't get anybody on the All-NBA teams, unfortunately. Defensive teams, nope. Rookie teams, we did get Mawak on our rookie first team. 10.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.7 blocks a night. And that is going to be it. So we ended the season as the 1 seed. Hell yeah. How could, like, maybe Kevin Young not get coach of the year? We ended up with the most wins in the NBA, 57-25. Our offense was a little bit better. We jumped from 10 to 8th by the end of the year. We had just barely, not the second best defense. We were almost there at number 1. I'm excited for the playoffs. I'm definitely going to mess with the rotations a little bit. Fox was our leading scorer, followed by Walter Powell. There's Naz Reid, who was more efficient. Yeah, 46 from the field, 38 from 3, 94 from the line. That's why I signed him. Elliot Cadeau is also a really good backup point guard as well. So Exum shot 38 from 3. He's going to make the playoff rotation. Definitely Cadeau. I feel like I'm going to have to make a tough decision here. I don't think I'm going to play Kel'el Ware in the playoffs. So it's going to be a 10-man rotation. We're going to go probably 10 minutes to Barlow and Edwards. Barlow is pretty solid. We're going to go 14 to Cadeau, 14 to Exum, 25 to Reed. We're going to go 38 to Fox. Let's do 30 to Almanza, 32 to Malak, and let's go 33 to these guys. And who do I want to give one more minute to? Let's do it to De'Aaron Fox. All right, so we're taking on the LA Lakers here. Quickly, Reeves, and Anunoby, Vanderbilt, AD. That's actually a pretty good starting 5 around AD, but he's a little bit older. They got Wendell Carter Jr., Hood Schifino, Kispert, Isaac Thibault off the bench. I think we should beat them. It would be kind of a shame if we were a 1 seed in Moss, but we give them a gentleman's sweep, and we're advancing, and we won our first playoff series of this video. Hopefully one of many, even when Drake Powell struggled. Round 2 going up against the Houston Rockets. It's a very well-balanced team. Şengün's coming off the bench with Cooper Flag. Wow. They brought back Kevin Porter Jr. They brought in THJ, young Darren Peterson. Man, that team's got some depth. They could definitely beat us, and we ended up, oh my God, we were up 3-0. Then we go to a Game 7, basically what the Heat and Celtics did last year. And we are now going up against the Vegas Venom, 2 expansion teams in the conference finals. That's pretty dope. We beat them by 7. Jacoby Walter was our leading scorer in that series. Hell yeah. 39% from Fox in that series. He's been bad for us in the playoffs. So we're taking on Luka and the Venom. Game number 1 goes to the Venom. They ended up winning by 6 in Seattle. Cam Thomas at 18. We played well on Luka. We win game 2. Drake Powell with 24 and 10. Hell yeah. Luka fouled out in 19 minutes. Oh my God. Luka's been not Luka in the first 2 games. We'll take that. We go up 2 games to 1. Oh my God. We're playing phenomenal on Luka. He only took 8 shots. What's going on with this team? I don't know. Only playing 32 minutes. His, I guess, value or production has definitely dropped off since going to Vegas. Do we try to trade for Luka at one point? All right. Game number 4. We ended up losing this one by 14. Yep, there's the Luka we know. There's the Luka we know. Game number 5. No, they won 2 in a row. Luka had a 31-point triple-double as I was calling him out. Can we force a game 7? No, unfortunately, we lost in 6. Oh, my God. We scored 81 points on the road. Damn. All right. I'll take a conference finals appearance. It sucks we were up 2 games to 1. I'm thinking, all right, we could go all the way. Fox kind of struggled for us in the playoffs, which is annoying, but whatever. I'm glad we made it to the conference finals as a 1 seed. Scotty Barnes is on the Hornets. Luka, conference finals MVP. Do they have LaMelo and Scotty Barnes? Still have Cass, like, why didn't Toronto bring him back? That Charlotte team's really good. I think they're going to beat Vegas. And no! They ended up losing in 7, and the Vegas Venom beat us to winning a championship in this expansion rebuild. So there goes Paul George. He will, I think, make it to the Hall of Fame. He usually does. Yep, there he goes. Draft lottery time. I believe we will have 2 first-round picks. So we have number 31, which is our pick, and then we also have the Memphis pick at 13. So that's a lottery pick. Hell yeah, let's go. Warriors at 1, Clippers at 2, Wizards at 3. He's no longer the Celtics head coach, but I'm going to sign Joe Mazzulla to be our top assistant. So the number 1 pick ended up being Elijah Arenas, Tyron Stokes number 2, Caleb Gaskins number 3. We ended up drafting Jason Crow Jr. at 13. Kelvin Wright Foreman out of USC at 31. Crow went to Nevada, and then we got Brevin Davis there with Mr. Irrelevant or close to it. Yeah, not Mr. Irrelevant. I'll bring back Tyler Bentley as well, or Bentley. He could be in a trade. Obviously, we're going to pick up all those team options. Giannis and KD are both free agents. Can I snag KD on a 1-year deal? That'd be pretty sweet. I'm going to offer everybody the qualifying offer. Wemby's restricted. I could afford KD on a 1-year deal, but I'd have to let all these guys walk, and Cadeau wants $22 million. Yeah. If he gets a deal, we're getting priced out of that. I offered a deal for Giannis. We're at 100 value, but I don't think we're going to get him. I think he's going to go back to the Bucks. I am debating giving KD a 1-year deal. And we're going to look to move Brevin Davis and Tyler Bentley those 2 seconds for a lottery protected first rounder in 28 to save some money, because I think I'm going to go out and do it. I'm going to give KD a 1-year deal. This could be the KD Sonics era. Obviously, he was a Sonic in the past. Let's do it. So in order to get KD, I'm going to have to renounce the rights on a ton of guys. Maybe 2K will allow me to sign somebody. I mean, if there's one guy I want to keep here, I don't know who it is. It might be Cadeau, but I can't. Is the only guy I can keep. I can keep Barlow. I could keep Kel'el Ware. I'll keep, I guess, No, I would like to keep Justin. Oh, man, I can't keep Edwards. That's unfortunate. Maybe 2K will still allow me to bring them back, which would be nice. I'll keep Dominic Barlow because we could use the depth and size there. But we're going to go out and get KD. Giannis ends up going to the Bucks. Watch Giannis make it past moratorium. I'll hate my life. Okay, no, he doesn't. That's good for us. Where did Trae Young play last year? He played in Dallas, the team that technically drafted him. Wemby goes back to the Spurs. Amen Thompson gets the bag from the Rockets. I'm going to give Barlow a 2-year deal worth around $4 million, and we sign him. It looks like I could also get Exum on the qualifying offer. I don't know, or the mid-level exception. I don't know if I want him. Do I want Osha Baji? I see Chris Murray. Marjan Beauchamp is there. Kevin Huerter. If we want some floor spacing off the bench. I mean, we just lost our backup point guard. We could use another wing, though. I probably shouldn't have chose Barlow. We have so many. Yeah, like I don't need a big man. Let's take, Huerter's 28. We could take Jordan Poole. All right, let's give Jordan Poole a 2-year deal, team option on the second season. All right, Jordan Poole is a Sonic. And let's bring back Sharif Cooper, who was a Sonic in year 1 of this to be the backup point guard. He may not even play. Oh, 2K will allow me to bring back Exum. Beautiful. 2-year deal. Let's do that. So KD progresses down to 90. Fox doesn't progress, but this team, hopefully 1 year with KD before he retires, can get a ring. All right, so it's going to be Fox, Walter, Powell, KD, Malak for the regular season. Then we have Amonte, Reed, Jordan Poole, Dante Exum, and Dominic Barlow off the bench. I'm probably going to send our first-round pick, Crow Jr., to the G League. And what did I be able to send? No, I can't send right for him, which is fine. So this team is 4-star balance. I think it's a one and done thing with KD on this team because we got to pay Walter next year anyway. So I don't really want to handicap us cap-wise. We end up starting off the season with a 20-point dub. Hell yeah. Hopefully KD is at least solid for us. And this could be his final year and he could ride off into the sunset with another ring with the team that drafted him. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is your MVP. 24 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. Cool to see a first-timer. Elijah Arenas, Rookie of the Year. Pretty good out of Colorado. Tyrese Proctor, 6th Man of the Year, former Duke Blue Devil. Wemby is now 5 for 5 with depoys. Most improved goes to Zach Edey. Would be funny if he was like our center going forward. John Morant, 27 and 10, clutch player of the year. And the Thunder coach Mark Daigneault gets Coach of the Year. No Supersonics on the All-NBA teams or defensive teams or rookie teams, but we did end the season as the 2 seed in the West. We're going to be taking on the San Antonio Spurs with Victor Wembanyama, Miles Bridges, AJ Debinca, Rob Dillingham, Devin Vassell. That's, oh my God, Drake Powell's teammate, UNC, Ian Jackson, Markelle Fultz, Hunter Van Vliet. That's a good team. They're a 7 seed. Come on, that's kind of insane. So Jacoby Walter and I think Drake Powell, the top 2 scorers. I mean, KD is 39 years old, but he's still efficient. He's still KD. I signed him to a 1-year deal. No such thing as a bad 1-year deal. Malak was pretty efficient inside, 1.5 blocks. De'Aaron Fox averaged 8.5 assists. I'm fine with him going to like his Chris Paul arc and just becoming more of a facilitator. Now for the playoffs, we're definitely going to mess around with the rotation a little bit. I like Barlow a lot, but with Naz Reid, there's probably no purpose to him. And Naz Reid definitely finished the season strong. He was not great at the deadline. I honestly think I'm going to rock like Exum 10 minutes. I think Jordan Poole was like efficient enough off the bench. He can get 14. Barlow's not going to play. 18 to Reid. Let's do like 25 to Isan Almanza. We'll see how much she wants in free agency. Malak can get 30, 33 to KD. Let's go 36 to Powell and Walter. And let's do 38 to De'Aaron Fox. All right, here goes nothing. Can we beat the San Antonio Spurs in round number 1 in advance? Oh, yeah, we sweep that good Spurs team. Come on, that gives me a lot of confidence that we can go all the way. The big 3 of Powell, Fox, and Walter getting it done. We have KD as a complimentary piece, taking on a loaded young Rockets team now. But we beat them last year. Can we beat them this year to go up against Portland or Minnesota in the conference finals? Boom! I think they won game 1. Did they win game 1? Yeah, and then we ended up winning 4 in a row. That's what I'm talking about, man. Just the big 3, getting it done offensively. We're taking on Portland, who won it all last year as a 7th seed. Here they are as the 8th seed. Oh my God, they got 2 G League Ignite guys, Tyler Smith and Ron Holland. We have one of our own in Almanza. They have a good team now. They signed Carlton Carrington. I thought about it. He was good. Maybe I regret it. Can we beat them though to go to the NBA Finals? Oh yeah! We're 12-1 in the playoffs. De'Aaron Fox, Western Conference Finals MVP. DeJounte Murray against his hometown team, Seattle Supersonics in the finals. Eastern Conference Finals MVP. No longer have Trae Young. They got a lot of OG Hawks, though, still on the team, which is pretty cool. Are we able to get our first ring and bring a title back to Seattle, man? We are dominating the playoffs. KD. It would be cool if KD got a finals MVP. Oh my God, we're up 2-0. Let's go, Jacoby. Let's go, KD. Fox with 14 assists. We're too good. Naz Reid shot 1 for 8. It did not matter. Oh my God. We are 15-1 in the playoffs. That's kind of insane. Are we going to win in Atlanta? All right, I'm fine with the gentleman's sweep to do it on the home floor. Let's see if we can do it. Come on, let's win at home in front of the home crowd of Seattle. We bring a team back to Seattle 5 years later. We're going to get our first ring and hopefully set up a dynasty throughout the next half of this rebuild. It's a close game, though. Down by 3. Tie game with 2 minutes left. Let's see if we can win. All right, Fox is tired. Love that. All right, is KD in? KD is not in. I wonder if he fouled out. Fox and Almanza working the pick and roll. That's been working all year long. He's a beast inside. That's why he may get drafted in the first round in real life. His inside touch. He's very skilled at the rim. Nope, KD's at the scorer's table. Let's go. Drake Powell with 26 points. Dude's a beast. Jacoby Walter, help defense here. We're here. They're going to kick it out. Okay, no, we're good. Malak's right there. Beautiful defense from one of the best defensive teams in the league. Up by 2. Under 2 minutes left. Murray, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Drake Powell's balling out on him. This is fantastic defense by Powell. Fantastic defense, Malak with the block. Let's go. Come on. Walter kicked that out to Fox. Oh my God, they're not even going to contest him. What are you doing, Tyus Jones? Didn't even realize my face cam turned off there. Love that. All right, let's see if we can clamp up on Murray. Oh, he's too shifty. He's going to miss that, though. He's missed some clutch shots. All right, this could be a dagger play right here. Oh, KD's wide open. Oh, KD, this is a dagger. Catch and shoot again. Bang. What? KD, no. Luckily, we're going to get it back. That's going to be out on Jalen Johnson. But KD, come on. You had a chance to end it right there. Or that might have been out on either Keontae George or Johnson. So Fox is 26-9. They're not going to foul. They're going to... Oh, they are going to foul. Okay, as I said that. So Fox, he has a chance to pretty much ice this game. First free throw is good. He's got 25. And are we going to knock down the second? Come on, Fox. There we go. That should be game. And the Seattle Supersonics have won the 2028 NBA Finals. And De'Aaron Fox, Finals MVP, 23-11.5, 2.8 steals. Thank you for Houston for trading for him and then benching him. So we were able to sign him in free agency. KD goes out with a ring. What a story, man. Year 5 was the KD year. A bunch of guys are probably going to be heading into the Hall of Fame this year. Popovich retires as well. Loaded Hall of Fame clutch. You got 5 guys in there. Whoa, and that Pelicans pick, number 10. I forget if there was a protection. It may have been like a top 10 protected pick. Either way, we got it at 11, which is pretty dope. Lakers have 1, Heat have 2, Jazz have 3, and we also have pick 32 as well, which is our pick. I mean, Kevin Young just won a title, so I kind of have to bring him back as the head coach going forward. Also, I completely missed it. We had another first rounder as well at 17. I think that said via the Raptors, if I was correct. Yeah, via Toronto, which is nice. So we ended up drafting Clifton Maggette, son of Corey Maggette. We could say that. Piske Baja at 17. Could be a G League guy out of Hungary. And then we got Mark Chandler at 32. I'm not going to sign Deion Stockton just because I don't think we're going to have the roster spots. Malak and Powell, welcome back. Jordan Poole for 4.4 mil. Why not? We are going to have to re-sign like Jacoby Walter and hopefully Ethan Almanza in free agency. I mean, Nikola Jokic would be pretty sweet to get. I don't know if I can finesse the cap. I never get Jokic, so that's why I kind of want to offer a deal for Jokic. I would make it work. I would. There would be no point in us getting Booker. Zion would be pretty sweet as well. All right, because I think like Walter and Almanza's cap holds are pretty low. Nazareed's probably gone. I'm not going to pay him 14 mil a year. Do I get one of them? Oh my God, I got Jokic. Okay. I'm going to have to clear up some cap if I want Jokic. Oh, no. It's either Jokic or Walter. And as much as I would like Jokic, like, we have a foundation of this team. I don't think I should mess it up. And, I mean, I could trade away, like, Malak, Crow, Exum. Like, we could probably clear up a little bit of money. But I'd be gutting this team. I know Jokic would be sick, but he's 33. I don't know. Oh, my God. He's coming off such a good year. Would that be worth it? Do we need Jacoby Walter? Because we have Drake Powell as well on the wing. I would probably be able to find out a way to keep Ethan Almanza. Oh, my God. Walter's going to be so good, too. Do I do this? It's to get Nikola Jokic, who's 33 years old. We got 5 more years of this. I'd be getting 3 more prime years of Jokic. Screw it, man. It's a cutthroat industry. I'm going to move Exum and Mark Chandler, who we just drafted at the end of the first round, for a future first rounder from the Pistons. I think I could sign Jokic and keep Almanza, correct? Yes. Yeah, I'm going to opt for Jokic over Walter. He's 11 years older. He probably won't be a Sonic by the end of this video, but it's freaking Nikola Jokic. I think I have to get him on a 3-year deal. Zion goes to the Pels. I offered him a deal. I thought about somebody else a deal, but I don't think, no, maybe I didn't. So Walter takes a deal from the Nuggets. All right, so it's basically like Matt. Like, if they offered you Jokic for Walter, would you accept that? I think so. So we're not going to match that. Nikola Jokic is going to be a Supersonic. We should be fine on Almanza getting him back. He wants a lot of money, but I think he could be a great fit next to Jokic. Kind of like maybe an Aaron Gordon, but not as good of a shooter. Well, maybe not as good as a passer either. How many assists did he average last year? He did average 3. That's something. And Jokic could make him better. So, like, I don't expect Jokic to average 27 on this team. He could average 22, 21. But, like, 12 assists from a center is, like, too good to pass up on. So, yeah, Almanza, is he going to get 30 mil a year? We're screwed if he does. All right, so we're going to sign Almanza back on a 4-year, $102 million contract. So Milwaukee is now going to be this backup center, but he's under contract for, I believe, 2 more years, and then we'll worry about that. I mean, he could still success Jokic then and be the successor. We're fine at the 4. Like, Dominic Barlow, dude, this guy's been pretty consistent for us. Like, Drake Powell at the 2, or at the 3. Yeah, we may have to trade for a shooting guard, but Jordan Poole, like, there's a chance he starts for us. No! Let's go. We have a minimal exception. Oh my God, on the last day of free agency. Thank God I realized this. Quentin Grimes. I love Reed Shepherd. Yeah. Let's give Reed Shepherd a 4-year deal. He's going to be the next shooting guard of the Seattle Supersonics. Boom. Now we have a Kentucky backcourt with Shepherd and De'Aaron Fox. This team's looking really good, and I'm excited to see how Jacoby Walter does in Denver after we just won a championship and didn't bring him back. Man, I'm excited for this team next year. So I don't know. We also signed Dennis Smith Jr. I don't know if I'm going to send anybody to the G League. We'll work on that. Definitely the starting 5. Milwaukee's probably going to get like 22 minutes off the bench. I think Crow, 17. Poole, 17. Maggette, 14. I think Poole can get like 12 minutes, honestly. Barlow, 16. Yeah, we'll probably send, I don't know, Foreman was in the G League last year. Baja will definitely go to the G League. So yeah, it's pretty much Fox and Jokic getting 35, 28 to Almanza and Shepherd, 33 to Powell. The bench is Milwaukee, Crow, Barlow, Maggette. Poole will probably go to 9 men in the playoffs. You guys may see like me record the next 5 years on a different day. We're 4.5 star balanced. Either way, first game of the year against the Clippers. Oh my God. All right. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun season. Do we play the Nuggets this? Yeah, like obviously we play the Nuggets this year. I'm really excited to see how Drake Powell does in Denver though. Like watch this guy with most improved. Watch him be in the MVP race. He averaged 32 points. All right. Yeah. He's going to be really good. He's going to prove me wrong. So we're here at the deadline. We are 42-9. And yeah, this team is just so much fun right now. So Drake Powell, he's developed into our number 1 guy by far, 24.5 points, 6.5 rebounds. And I mean number 1 guys are number 1 scoring option. The efficiency is there as well. And then you got Nikola Jokic averaging 28 and 7.7 assists as a 33-year-old on elite efficiency as well. De'Aaron Fox is averaging 9 assists tonight. The 3-point shot isn't there, but he's still been incredible for us. Reed Shepherd, what a mid-level exception pickup he was. Ethan Almanza has really developed. I'm glad I extended him. Colin Milwaukee is pretty good, obviously now as the backup 5. Will he be, I mean, like his birth of 36 would be really good. I don't know. I don't know if we can keep developing him. He's probably going to want a bag when he's a free agent, and then kind of like the rest of the bench is the rest of the bench. Jason Crow is struggling a little bit. So I don't think I'm going to make any moves. I will also just show you what Mr. Jacoby Walter is doing this year. Pretty good stuff. I don't miss it yet, but the efficiency is there, and there's a great chance that he could be really good. He's balling out in Denver with Bronny James, Jamal Murray, Julian Strawther has developed to being a good player there right now. So I don't know if I'm going to make any moves. We could look to extend Fox right now, which I'm not going to do. I mean, if we look into our salary cap breakdown and see who's a free agent going forward, like Jokic is locked up on a bag. Fox is a free agent after this season, so we could try to maybe find the successor after 33 years old. Well, think about it. I mean, Reed Shepherd's on a great contract. Almanza's on a good contract. Milwaukee we have at least for 2 more years. Maggette's under contract. Hopefully, like one of these guys down here can develop as well. And I do want to add 2 new expansion teams. And we're going to be adding a team to Vancouver and a team to Pittsburgh. So the league is going to be 34 teams at the start of the 2030 season. All right, so Nikola Jokic. His first year in Seattle wins MVP, averaging 20 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists over a steal a night. Great efficiency, 1.5 turnovers as well. So in Jokic's career, that is his 4th MVP in his first in 5 years. So I think he made the right decision coming to Seattle. I don't know if we're going to get anybody else on anything. There is Jacoby Walter, of course, and Clutch Player of the Year. And boom, Kevin Young, who's been here in Seattle since season number 2, gets Coach of the Year. And I guess yours truly would get Executive of the Year as well. Luka is on all NBA first team with Jaden Quintans. Okay, pretty good player. Definitely butchering that name. I'll worry about it later. Ja and Wemby there as well. Second team, you got Chet Holmgren, Nikola Topic, Dylan Harper, Tyrese Halliburton, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. When you got Bronny, wait, what? I thought Bronny was on. Was I tripping? I thought he was on Denver. Maybe that was Bryce James at this point. I don't know. I'll actually have to double check that. Unless there's somehow 2 Bronnies. Yeah, no, that was Bryce James. That wasn't even Bronny James. All right, that's kind of funny. So we are the 1 seed here in the Western Conference. We're going to be taking on the Las Vegas Venom here in round number 1. They beat us in the conference finals before. I do feel like we have the better team. They have a former Seattle Supersonic point guard in Elliot Cadeau. They have Liam McNeely off the bench. Man, this is really good. I feel like Ethan Almanza can basically be like the Aaron Gordon to Jokic in Denver now that he's here in Seattle. Maybe not as much of a floor spacer at all, but like somebody that can be a good defender out on the perimeter, can facilitate, can pass well for a big man, and I love this team right now. All right, so we're going to go to a 9-man rotation. Crow is not going to be in it. Game number 1 against Vegas, we end up with the dub. We win by 11 points. I don't see how we lose to Vegas. I know they beat us a couple years ago, but we sweep them. I feel like we're very on our way to winning another ring here. This team is too good. Drake Powell is him. He's going to get a bag from me this offseason for sure, and I have to pay him. So we're taking on the Thunder. Look at this. The team that stole this, or the city that stole the team from Seattle. They've added VJ Edgecombe out of Baylor. They've added Dean Wade to that starting 5. What? Derek White off the bench. I mean, that's a fantastic pickup. But he's 34 years old now, so maybe he's kind of washed. Can we beat them to advance to the conference finals? We do so. We end up winning in 5 to take on the San Antonio Spurs. We are chugging along here. This big 3 is insane of Jokic, Fox, and Powell. Kaman's really good. Reed Shepherd, 7 assists. Hell yeah, man. We're taking on the Spurs. Can we beat Rob Dillingham? So Shepherd's teammate at Kentucky, currently in real life. They also have Ian Jackson, Drake Powell's teammate at UNC next year. AJ DeBanza. Wow, Kyle Kuzma-Wemby. This is a good team. Kason Wallace, Isaiah Hartenstein, former Seattle Supersonic. All right, can we beat them? This is a good matchup here. Oh my God, we sweep them. Jokic with the Western Conference Finals MVP award, 24-10-9. Keontae George in the East. The Hawks, I'm like 99% sure, since I am recording this on a new day, that we beat them in the finals last year. Yep, we beat them in 5. I feel like we're going to beat them again. Oh my God, not even going to allow them to win a game. We sweep them. De'Aaron Fox, not Jokic, is your finals MVP. 26.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, 10.5 assists, almost a steal and a half a night, elite efficiency. Bang. Let's freaking go, man. Who got finals MVP last year? Was Fox. He's got 2. He's definitely going to be a Hall of Famer now. Former Supersonic Dante Exum is retiring. I don't know if anybody's going to head to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, not from that class. So we are going to add 2 new expansion teams to the league. So I'm going to throw the Memphis Grizzlies in the Southeast. The Pittsburgh Phantoms will go in the Central. And then over here, you pretty much have the same Southwest with the Thunder being in there. And then the Pacific and the Northwest are both going to have 6 teams apiece. So that's what it's going to look like. Do we have any? Oh my God, I did see our team logo pop up. Where are we? 13 potentially via Detroit. That is sick. Wow, it drops to 16 though. Oh my God. Did I read that wrong? Did a bunch of teams jump up there? We'll have to check out the Nuggets, Grizzlies, and Sixers records. We also have pick 34 as well. Or maybe that's with the expansion teams. I don't know. That's weird. That is really weird. Like, I don't know how they jumped up. I mean, the Nuggets, they were pretty bad. The Sixers, they were pretty bad as well. Interesting. So the protected player list is so high because of what it was in year number 1 when we entered the league. I'm going to keep Pasike Baja over Kelvin Wright Foreman. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to keep everybody, so you have to have at least 1 guy unkept. Pittsburgh Phantoms select Julius Randle, 34 years old with the number 1 pick. Derek Curry, wow, 20 years old, 78 overall. Then it goes to Andrew Nembhard, Josh Green, Kevin McCullough, currently playing at Kansas, Killian Hayes, Corey Kispert. A lot of notable names were drafted in the top there. There's Kelvin Wright Foreman going to the Vancouver Huskies. So, yeah, that was fine with us. I don't really mind that at all, losing him. Bo Paul, 21-year-old out of VCU. All right, projected number 1. Leftos, okay. It's like Stelios from the Wizards rebuild. And yeah, Bo Paul is going to be pretty good, it looks like. Wow, D. McCarthy looks pretty good. Same with Samuel Sutton and Glenn Childress. Wow, that top 5 looks really good. So we got Jimmy Peterson, 77 overall with the 16th pick. The only thing is he's 22 years old. Mel Carter, we got to pick 34, 21-year-old out of Syracuse. Mladen Tomasevich, at the end of the 2nd round, I'm not going to sign him. Team player options, Malak come back and Jason Crow come back. I may move Crow. I don't know if I'm going to keep developing him. We'll see. We're obviously going to pay Drake Powell a lot of money, or if he gets a deal out there as well. So, yeah, obviously we don't have any cap space. It's going to look a lot bleaker next year, our cap situation. I'm going to give Dominic Barlow a 1-year deal. He's low-key bit, like, I did not expect to have Dominic Barlow for 5-6 seasons in this rebuild at all. And he's been getting, like, notable minutes in this rebuild as well. So I think Jordan Poole will be gone. He got 2 rings with us. I mean, shout out to Jordan Poole. He's got 3 rings now in his career. Would he be a Hall of Famer? And we're going to sign Drake Powell to a 5-year, $164 million contract. Anybody else switch up? Lucas stays in Vegas. Tatum goes to the Utah Jazz. Danny Ainge and Will Hardy convinced him to go to Utah. Scotty Barnes stays in Charlotte. Dylan Harper, I think, goes to the Warriors. Yeah, he leaves Brooklyn. Why would they let that happen? Cooper Flagg stays in Houston. Kyrie stays in Toronto. Jahlil Bethea stays with Phoenix. Yeah, he's really good. I was thinking about drafting him as well, but he was off the board when we took, I believe, Powell. So we do have a decent amount to spend on like a mid-level exception, but I'm not going to use that. We could save that for next year. We have a great center duo. We have depth at the power forward spot. Yeah, this team is really. Player progression, we do see Drake Powell go up to an 89 overall. Good chance we have 3 90s by the end of next year's season. All right, here we go into year number 7. Hopefully we can win 3 in a row. Yeah, Jimmy Peterson, I would actually like to play him, so maybe I'm not going to play Dominic Barlow for at least the regular season. Baja, I'd like to give minutes to as well. Where did we select him? 17th? I mean, if I gave him 10 minutes, Peterson 10 minutes, Crow will get like 15. He was really bad as a rookie. Clifton McGetty, he's a little bit older, but he's the 11th overall pick. I'll give him 17 minutes. Malak's going to get like 24 minutes a night. We'll do 34 to Jokic. We'll do 30 to Almanza. We'll do 34 to Powell. We'll make sure Fox gets 34, and we'll do 31 to both Almanza and Reed Shepherd. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. 4.5-star balance. I mean, opening night against the Sixers, we blow them out. Oh, this is going to be another really fun season. Hopefully we can go and three-peat with the Sonics. All right, we're here at the trade deadline with a 46-4 record. I don't think I'm going to be making any moves. I built a God squad. We are not the best offensive team, though. We're up there. Our defense is probably really good. Yes, it is. Yeah, I really don't know what to say. Jokic could win his second straight MVP. Drake Powell's in that conversation as well. Do we have any other awards? No sixth man of the year. Okay. Defensive player of the year. Nobody, but we're one of the top defensive teams. Interesting. But yeah, we're obviously really good. I don't think I'm going to make any trades. No, should bring back Fox. I'll probably do a 3-year deal on Fox, I would say. I'll be around $37.5 million each year. So we're going to lock him up for the rest of his career. He stayed in kind of the Northwest his whole career, obviously going, well, no, he went to Houston. Yeah, for that 1 year. I don't think I'm going to trade anyone. Like, I know we're going to be kind of screwed with cap space going forward, but we're basically chalked for the next 3 years because Jokic is getting paid. I mean, Powell's on a good contract. Fox is fine, $37 million a year. So, like, our core is locked up. So I think we're chilling. Malak is a free agent at the end of the year. He will, wait, I thought that was Devin Booker for a second. I was about to say, what? He will be the big question mark. I wonder how much he's going to get in free agency. It's probably going to be a ton. Like, what's his demand right now? He doesn't have one. Okay. So, yeah, I guess we'll figure it out, but hopefully we can win our 3rd straight ring, which I think we will. And Jokic goes back-to-back in Seattle, winning MVPs. D. McCarthy is your Rookie of the Year. He was the 5th overall pick to Pittsburgh. Tyrese Proctor, 6th Man of the Year. This dude has been very good out of Duke. Sora Thompson is Depoy. Floyd Badunga is your Most Improved. Clutch Player of the Year is Ace Bailey in Pittsburgh. All right, Sacramento, why wouldn't you re-sign him? And we went 77-5. Am I going to go 82-0 at one point in this video? We are taking on the 8-seeded Pelicans here in round number 1 with Jasper Johnson as their point guard. He's pretty good. Jordan Hawkins as the 2, Elijah Williams 3, Zion 4, Şengün at the 5. That's a fun front court. Donovan Clingan off the bench. They have Clint Capella, Dink Patel. They have a lot of big men. They brought back Cairo Lewis after all these years. So Drake Powell was our leading scorer, followed by De'Aaron Fox, Nikola Jokic, Reed Shepherd, Kamal Malak, and then Ethan Almanza. For the playoffs, I mean, Clifton McGetty was actually pretty good for us this year, so he's definitely going to be playing, I think, a decent amount. I mean, how'd Jason Crow do? Not great. All right, he may get traded in the offseason. How was Jimmy Peterson? He was fine. Do I think he's going to be better than Baja? Probably. So, am I going to go to a 9-man rotation? Yes, and we're going to bring out Dominic Barlow for the playoffs. He's going to get 10 minutes. We're going to go 20 there, 23 there. I got 8 more minutes to play with. Let's go 36 to Powell, 36 to Fox, 36 to Jokic, and then 32 to Shepherd and Almanza. I mean, we just won 77 games, and we won the last 2 finals. I feel like I built a dynasty. I feel like I built an absolute super team, and it feels good because in the Wizards 10-year rebuild, I didn't really do that. And the Spurs, we had our ups and downs. Reed Shepherd averaged 20 points. Oh, my God. Our offense is insane. We're taking on OKC. Whenever I do their 10-year rebuild, that's going to be, I should be able to win 9 finals at the minimum. We sweep them. All right, Vegas with Luka, Desmond Bane, Isaac Okoro, Caleb Wilson, and then Zach Edey at the 5, who's been pretty good throughout his career. He was really good in 2028. We should beat them. Are we going to go 12-0? Oh my God, we go 12-0 on the Western Conference side of things. De'Aaron Fox is not slowing down at 33 years old. 24-9, 2 steals. We're going up against the Pistons here, who have Cade and Ivy still. Bryson Tucker still. Visor Thompson, he won Depoy. Yeah, like he beat out Wemby for Depoy. Devin Carter, beast out of Providence in real life. Atlanta, I was like, wait, Memphis is there in the playoffs? But yeah, duh, they're in the Eastern Conference side of things now. Are we going to sweep them? We just went 16-0. All right, I built like a dream team. I built the greatest team of all time. We just went 77-5 in the regular season and then went 16-0 in the playoffs. Jokic gets a Finals MVP, his first in Seattle. Joel Embiid and Kyrie Irving are heading to the Hall of Fame. All right, so we got Chuck Posey at 34. We got Julius McLeod there at, I guess, 68. We'll sign both of them, sure. The number 1 overall pick was Mladen Gurovic. Doesn't look like he was the right pick. Gilberto Ferrari. I wonder where he's from. Yeah, Italy. It would be cool if, like, some of them were, like, played in college and, like, they would come over, but I get that for 2K's purpose. All right, team player options, Clifton Maggette, Jason Crow, and then Pasiki Baja. I could make a trade. I think Crow and Baja could get moved this offseason for sure. Come on, he's getting a qualifying offer from us. Now, if he gets it back from another team, I'm not going to be able to afford him. So let's hope that doesn't happen. He wants $44 million. Get out of here. I'll take you back on the qualifying offer, and that's it. All right, I'm going to make a trade with a team that we just beat in the finals. Jason Crow, we're moving. Baja, we're moving. And Julius McLeod, who we just drafted, we're moving. We're getting Adam Benson, who has 2 more years left on his rookie contract. He could replace Malak if he does leave us. And we get Rodney House Jr., who was the 15th overall pick, but hasn't really played for them. So we get a deal done there. I'm going to bring back Malak on the qualifying offer, or I would offer him a very team-friendly deal on, like, the last day of free agency. We'll see. We're also going to be bringing back Dominic Barlow on a 2-year deal. He's just going to be a Supersonics legend at this point. He's got 3 rings, and he played for us in the playoffs last year. All right, so it's day 12 of free agency. I don't really want to pay him all that money, but he could replace Nikola Jokic. Honestly, the team-friendly deal is going to be front-loaded because that's way too much money for a backup. 5-year, 160. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to regret that, but, you know, we developed him, and when Jokic is gone, he's going to be the center, I'd assume. I don't know if, like, Jokic will make it to year 10 of this rebuild. We'll see. A lot of progression. Jokic does regress 1 overall, though. All right, so for this year 8 rotation, it's going to be the same starting 5. Malak and Maggette can probably get 22 minutes apiece off the bench. Benson's going to get, like, 12, and let's go 17 to Jimmy Peterson. I don't think I'm going to play... Now we can play Rodney House. We'll see how good he is. And then we got 10 more minutes to give to the starting 5. Let's go 33 to Fox, 34, you know what, to the big 3. And then we'll go, I guess 27 to Shep. No, that seems kind of low. I would like to give them around 6 more minutes. So I gotta free up about 5 more minutes. We'll just go like this for the regular season. And then... I guess Maggetti's going to get like 20 minutes a night, sure. Because I want to still play the starting 5 a ton. Hopefully, yep, we're 5-star balanced now. This team is so good. This team is so good. But whoa! We lost opening nights of the Warriors. Okay, so we're beatable. All right, so we're just dominating this season as well. I'm debating if I want to make Jokic a Sonic for the rest of his career. 2 years, $50 million is insane, and we're going to be negative $129 million in cap. But I kind of want to bring him back, so we're doing it. We are currently 48-12 right now. Not as, like, insane as we were last year. Like, the Spurs are really close to us. Same with the Rockets and the Venom. But you know what? It's a very good team, and there's a good chance that we could win our 4th straight ring this year. All right, so Jokic doesn't win his 3rd straight MVP because they never want to do that to him. It goes to Cameron Boozer, who I could have always drifted back 5th overall in 2026, but I like Almanza for us. We've developed him into a really good player. Gilberto Ferrari is your Rookie of the Year. Devin Carter, 6th Man of the Year. Wemby Depoy, Most Improved, goes to Bryce James. And Taj Ariza, son of Trevor, no, I don't know if he is your Clutch Player of the Year. We get Coach of the Year again. We didn't get anybody on an All-NBA team. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Nobody on an all-defensive team. I feel like we haven't gotten anybody on an all-defensive team in this video. But once again, we get what matters, the 1 seed in the Western Conference. Going up against a very good Timberwolves team in round number 1. Taking a look here at the player stats, I think only Drake Powell was the only player that finished ahead of the 20-point per game marker, and that is the case, 22.8, followed by Jokic, or Fox, excuse me, then Jokic, Shepard, Almanza, and then come on. I definitely do not need to be paying him $30 million a year, but we're doing it anyway. All right, so we're going to a 9-man rotation. House is not going to be in here. Are the Timberwolves going to beat us? Yeah. Oh my God, they won 2 games. That's impressive. Nobody has done that in multiple years. I thought there was another chance we could have gone 32-0 in 2 straight playoff runs. That would have been insane, but we beat them. Now we're taking on Vegas. They're going to look for revenge after we beat them last year. Are we able to sweep? No, not a sweep, but a gentleman's sweep. I'll take it, man. All right, we're in the conference finals once again. I feel like we're definitely more vulnerable. Thank God we don't have to go up against the Spurs. But the Rockets are no slouch. Oh my God, that's an insane team. They have almost 390s off the bench, and they're all scoring wings. Are we able to go to our 4th straight title? Oh my God, we won in 7. Holy crap, we almost lost. Nikola Topic, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Nikola Jokic, Western Conference Finals MVP. Wow, they pushed us to 7. All right, that is kind of insane. So I think Jokic has hit some, I don't know, he's been so elite in the playoffs. Maybe not as dominant as he once was. I give him $50 million a year, though, which is kind of crazy. We're taking on the Orlando Magic. Elite backcourt of Topic and Sarr, both are 10-year legends, 10-year rebuild legends. They got Franz, Paolo, Mitch Robb, Trey Johnson. All right, it's a good team. Are we going to be able to win our 4th straight ring? Yep, we beat them in 5. So the Rockets almost beat us. Jokic gets another Finals MVP. This dude may go down as the greatest player in NBA history with, what, 5 MVPs. Now he has 3 Finals MVPs. It's kind of insane what he's been doing. And we just won our 4th straight ring in 8 years so far. So we got 2 more years left. I would love to win 6 Finals in this video. That would be really cool. A lot of notable head coaches retire, and McCarroll, Eric Spoelstra, Steve Clifford was still the Hornets head coach. Why? Kawhi Leonard, Finals MVP, or excuse me, Hall of Fame inductee. Damn, Vancouver gives Indiana their #1 overall pick in the draft. That definitely has to hurt. We're going to be picking at 34. Is Kevin Young a free agent? He will be next year. I would like to bring back Joe Mazzulla as an assistant. All right, so I don't think I'm going to make any trades here this offseason. I think we're going to run this team relatively back. We drafted Rashid Anthony, who is now Kyan Anthony. Nah, I'm kidding. He's probably not going to play too much. I didn't really work out on this pick. 71 overall, 6-foot point guard out of Georgetown, and he's 23. NBA draft, though, Neil Hollins looks really good. Kevin Snow, not as good. It was the 2nd overall pick. Maybe like a Dwight Howard and Emeka Okafor combo. But Okafor actually still had an all-right career. Maybe not as good for a #2 pick. Jacoby Walter, yeah, like great player. But I'm not like too upset about letting him walk for Nikola Jokic, who has won multiple MVPs and Finals MVPs and has helped build this Supersonics dynasty. I would love to sign Wemby. Obviously, we're not going to be able to afford that. All right, we're going into year number 9. Nikola Jokic regresses to a 96. Shepherd is probably going to want like $30 million a year next year. Adam Benson is under contract, which is good. So we could look to make some trades. We'll see if the team's going to change from year 9 to the final season. But either way, we're going for ring number 5 this year in a row. All right, so for the year 9 rotation, I think Milwaukee's going to get like 22 minutes. Benson's going to get like 15. Maggetti's going to get 20 minutes a night, and then I think I'm going to opt to just play Jimmy Peterson, who we did draft, and he's pretty good, 15 minutes a night as well. Actually, Benson's going to get like 10, and we'll go 17 to Peterson. So I got about 25 minutes left over. Let's make sure that Fox, Powell, and Jokic each get 34. Let's go 32 to Amonte and Shepherd, and then we can actually go 35 to this big 3. And then 33 to the guys in the middle of them. System proficiency, 5 stars. Once again, we start off the year against the Knicks at home and Vancouver at home, and we start off 2-0. So Ace Bailey of the Pittsburgh Phantoms is your most valuable player. Rookie of the year goes to Neil Hollins, the #1 pick. Tajon Petaway is your 6th man. Wemby, going back to winning deep boys, so he didn't win it every single year in this video. Alan Finley, most improved. What did he average last year? Okay, 1-1. I mean, his efficiency was horrible. Ace Bailey, Clutch Player of the Year. We get Coach of the Year again. Do we get any Supersonics on an All-NBA team? We do not. Nobody on an All-Defensive team. Nobody on an All-Rookie team either. So we just don't get any awards anymore. Like, Jokic just went from being an MVP, All-NBA first-team guy to, like, not winning anything anymore. Like, how is Drake Powell, who's a 50, 40, 90 guy, constant 23-point-per-game scorer, not on an All-NBA team, on the best team in the NBA? Taking on the Thunder in round 1. We have owned them over the last couple of years in the playoffs, and we are going to... Don't lose. Okay, thank you. We win in 5. We're taking on Golden State, who I feel like I haven't mentioned in a minute in this video, with Jasper Johnson. No, wait. Did they have Jasper last year? No, that was New Orleans, right? Dylan Harper, who is obviously very freaking good. Jonathan Kuminga is still there. They have Yves Missi, who's very good. Very good. Are we going to go back to the conference finals? Yep, we sweep them. Now we're taking on the Houston Rockets, the team that pushed us to 7 games last year. Damn, De'Aaron Fox is 34 years old, still being an absolute stud. You got Chicago and Orlando over there in the East. It's a really good team. They lost Brandon Ingram. Nope, I lied. They moved him to the bench. Let's see what happens here. All right, we sweep them. We went to 7 games last year. Fox gets Conference Finals MVP. Paolo against his hometown team, the Seattle Supersonics, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Are we going to win our 5th straight ring? Yep, we swept them. Oh my God. We lost a game in round 1 and did not lose in round 2, 3, or 4. Absurd. Jokic, another Finals MVP. This is the best 10-year rebuild I've done so far. That is 5 rings in a row. We're going for 6. And we have been dominating these playoffs as well. Like, dominating them. You got Anthony Davis going to the Hall of Fame. He gets his jersey retired by the Pelicans. The Lakers capped by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Not going to implement any rule changes for the last year. I don't think we have any draft picks. We haven't really made any draft pick caliber trades as of late. Picking at 34 for like the 6th straight season. So for the final draft, we ended up with Julius Hunter and Tudor Stefan. The #1 overall pick was Lonnie Bryan. He looks pretty good. Florin Busca looks pretty good as well. Team player options. Let's pick it up on Mel Carter because he could be in a trade. I don't know if we're going to lose anybody in free agency, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, like Clifton Maggetti's a free agent. Benson and House, I'd like to bring back one of them. Damn, I thought we had Benson for one more year. No. All right, so free agency, we have a ton of guys here. So Almanza and Shepard. Shepard doesn't even want that much. He's my number one, or he's my number 2 priority. Almanza is my number 1. We're going to give him $150 million. Hopefully we can get the other guys back on the qualifying offers. Honestly, though, I would give Clifton Maggette a 3-year deal after the moratorium phase because I think he's worth it. He would actually develop into being a pretty good player. I think he has the intangibles there. And Benson, I don't really need to bring back because we have Malak, so if I lose him, it's not the end of the world. I feel like I have to bring back Dominic Barlow at this point. This dude is a Supersonics legend. He has 5 rings in his career now. And we do get them back on the QOs. So we're full strength basically going into the final year. We're seeing a little bit of Fox regression, a little bit to Jokic regression, but honestly, he's regressing just 1 overall every year, and I think he has a good chance at the GOAT race. Like, he could be number 1 in the GOAT talks. 5-time NBA champion, 5-time MVP, 4-time Finals MVP, 14-time All-Star, 10-time first-team All-NBA. The dude is insane. All right, so Ace Bailey wins another MVP. Shout out Rutgers. Darrell Kane is your Rookie of the Year, the 8th overall pick. Carlton Carrington, 6th Man of the Year. Shout out him from Pittsburgh, man, having a long career in this league. Wemby Depoy again. Adam Benson, Most Improved. All right, I guess we'll take it. And we went 70-12 this year. Yeah, like, I don't know. Did we not get nobody on the All-NBA teams? That's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad. We're just going to win our 6th straight ring. So we had a lot of guys in the rotation this year. It's going to change a lot for the playoffs coming up. Kalmalak played a lot more because Jokic is getting up there in age, but now we can ramp him up for the playoffs. Not like that really matters. I just want to feel like that I'm a GM doing something cool, right? Like, that doesn't matter at all in 2K. All right, so Malak's going to get like 23 minutes. Benson's going to get like 10. And then let's do 17 to Peterson and Maggette. I'm not going to play Chuck Posey, who is pretty good. Yeah, not bad. I mean, a good 3-point shooter. All right, so Fox 34, Jokic 34, Powell 34. Let's go 32 to these guys, Shepard and Almanza, and then we can do 36 to each of them. And we got 1 more minute. Let's give it to Malak. So system proficiency is 5-star once again. Let's see if we're going to be back here in the NBA Finals for the 6th straight season. Are we going to go 12-0? Could be a big question. We're 8-0. Damn, the Thunder beat us. Drake Powell gets his first Conference Finals MVP award, and we're going up against the Grizzlies here in the NBA Finals. The Grizzlies have been in the East pretty much since we started this rebuild. Man, Drake Powell's really good. Really freaking good, man. Maybe he's going to get his first Finals MVP. Oh my God, we won in 7. Let's go. We go out with a bang. Thankfully, we didn't lose. Title number 6. Nikola Jokic is now. I'm the Finals MVP merchant. I'm taking all of them. Drake Powell, who's probably the best player in the playoffs. Wow. Leftos looks pretty good. What a last name. What a last name. But yeah, we beat them in 7. Oh my God. We ended up losing game 1. We got blown out. Game 2, we were down 2-0. Damn, we blew them out in game 3. Beat them by 3 in game 4. They beat us by 12 and 5. But then we blew them out in game 6. And then won game 7. All right, that was our 6th ring of this video. You could say we have 6 rings. Yeah, Finals MVP for these, like Jokic at 4, Fox at 2. What a 6-year run of this team. So if you guys did enjoy, drop a thumbs up if you guys do enjoy these 10-year rebuilds. I'll have another one out this week as well. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you're not already. Also, take a look at my podcast. The link is in the description below. I just did my MVP ballot over there, ranked my top 10 in MVP voting. That was really fun. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.